back to the show. Tom and I are super excited, even more excited than usual, because we are being joined by some super guests this morning. We have got Evan joining us, and we've got Morgan and Sarah. A very good morning to you all.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. It's a very exciting week this week, isn't it? Because Evan, what are you going to be doing on Friday and Saturday this week?
On Friday and Saturday, we're going to be doing the shows of SpongeBob SquarePants the musical.
Amazing. And let us know, who are you playing?
I'm playing SpongeBob.
You're playing SpongeBob, and then we've got Morgan as well. Morgan, you're no stranger. Evan, I know that you've done 2 shows before. Is this your first time in a title role?
Yes, it is.
That's very exciting. Then we've got Morgan, who's no stranger to the stage over at Boulevard Theatre. Morning, Morgan.
Good morning. Yeah.
And who are you going to be playing on Friday and Saturday?
Patrick Star, the wonderful sea star.
I love that. And you've got Sarah there next to you. Morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
And you've been left with the task of assistant director. Is this, correct me if I'm wrong, is this your first time in the director's shoes of any type?
It is my first time in that role. I've done some stage managing, some props and costume and bits and bobs over the last year. But yeah, my first time actually in the director's seat. So it's great that I'm getting the chance to do it, and under the wonderful guidance of Drew Baker, who is a fantastic director. So I've got big shoes to fill.
Yeah. Aaron there on the screen there, G.
2 fab young actors who are smashing these roles, and very proud of Sarah making her assistant director debut. You are smashing it. So brilliant. Some fab encouragement there.
Yeah. And he's right.
Aaron.
They are fantastic in these roles. These 2 are so funny. Honestly, they are a dynamic duo and they're hilarious together. So it's going to be great. It's such a funny show.
I have no doubt, because I've kind of worked with Morgan before in pantomime, and that was over 2 years ago, and you can see the promise and you can see the dedication and the enthusiasm, and all of a sudden now we're going to be visiting Bikini Bottom.
Yes.
Evan, give us a bit of a picture as to what we can expect in the show. What's Bikini Bottom going to look like in the Boulevard Theatre, and what are you most looking forward to?
I don't really know what it's going to look like. I haven't seen the stage yet, but it's going to be very underwatery. Loads of, just loads of underwater stuff, and very funny. And yeah.
Yeah. For those who don't know much about SpongeBob, because I'll be honest, people my age like SpongeBob. My sister loves SpongeBob, and she calls me Tom Bob Circle Pants as a response, as a result. What's your favourite thing about playing the character SpongeBob?
He's just always so happy about everything. Like, if you're at a funeral, he's happy. He's just always happy. Every single day, he's happy.
Yeah, and does that help
in the story of the show, they face the apocalypse, so it's potentially the end of their world. And SpongeBob's still smiling, isn't he, through that? So yeah.
So they're going to face the end of the world, and then you've got Patrick and Morgan. You were just telling us about the song that you get to sing. Is Patrick really aware that the end of the world is coming?
I don't like to think so. I like to think he's not aware, but he's there. And when he's asked for input, he likes to put his hands up and say something, but he doesn't know what he's saying.
Tom, it sounds like me.
I didn't want to say it too loudly. And so, what's your favourite song to sing then, Morgan?
I really enjoy singing Super Sea Star Saviour.
That sounds like a good one.
Yes, it's about Patrick the Sea Star. It's a wonderful song, and I get to sing some quite nice notes. I like the melody of it. It all goes nicely.
Oh, lovely. And then Evan, SpongeBob, how many people, in fact, no, I'll go to Sarah for this one. Sarah, we've got SpongeBob and Patrick here. How many other young people are going to bring this story to life on Friday and Saturday? Roughly.
Around 20. I can't actually, off the top of my head, I'm not that quick at maths. But we've got around 20 young people. The dance numbers, Super Sea Star Saviour is a massive dance number. So Patrick manages to convince all these sardines that he is their leader and saviour. So they all start worshipping every word he says, and Super Seastar Saviour's their big song and dance number, and all of these sardines come out and they're amazing. We've got some really great dancers in the show.
And remind us, Sarah, what are the ages of this youth edition?
So I think our oldest cast member is Ethan Clancy, who's now 18, and then they start from 7. So we've got a huge age ranges, and fantastic roles. Ethan's playing Squidward, very grumpy, and he's doing a fantastic job of that. We got Sandy Cheeks the squirrel, who's trying to save the day with science. We've got Plankton, who has a robot wife, Karen, who try to destroy their plans to save the Bikini Bottom. Fantastic characters, such a great musical. And the kids they're amazing. And whenever they do the opening number, it's such high energy, and you can see they're loving it, and it's fantastic. So I'm really excited to get it on the stage now.
Yeah, see, I've sort of know SpongeBob SquarePants and sort of heard the song, but I haven't watched any episodes. And what I'm getting from you now is, if you're sort of thinking, oh, I'm not sort of in the mood for things, this show is just going to lift your spirits. And it sounds so colourful, vibrant, and lots of different characters. Am I on the right path?
Absolutely spot on. And a great way to start the summer holidays, which of course it is on Friday.
Yeah, what a way to get in there with singing and dancing. Drew, Mr. Director, it's going to be a fun show. Don't miss out. This cast are brilliant. Evan, what's your favourite song to sing in this show on Friday and Saturday?
Oh, that's a hard question. There's so many amazing songs in there. It's probably going to be my solo, Just a Simple Sponge.
Funny enough, you know what? I think we're going to play that one a little bit later on for us as well. For those that might be listening or watching this on social media now, and they're thinking, oh, you know what? I really fancy watching that and kicking off our summer holiday with some fun and dancing and smiling and that bit of optimism that SpongeBob has. Sarah, if we want to get tickets to see this talented young cast, how can we go about doing that?
So you can get them on the Boulevard Theatre website, or go through the Vision Arts Wales website. And there are some tickets left, not many. So if you want to come, don't wait until they're on the door, because I expect that by Friday they'll be gone.
Yes. I can see it's going to be a sellout show. Tom, I wanted to ask Morgan and Evan actually to give a shout out to their schools as well and their friends. So Morgan, who would you like to give a shout out to this morning?
Riley Barn from Milford Haven School.
Yay! Woo! Woo! And Evan, who are you going to give a shout out to?
Oh, I'm going to give a shout out to Miss Morris from Ysgol Wine.
Yay! Miss Morris.
Love this. Thank you so much. And if you're watching this and you're thinking, well, I think my child would like to do something like this, then head on over to the Vision Arts Wales website. There's loads of opportunities, whatever your age, whatever your background, and they're not necessarily all on stage. They look for roles backstage, side stage, front of house. There's lots of opportunities for you to get involved and nurturing the talent that we have here in Pembrokeshire. Sarah, you've taken that step to being on stage, to being in front of it, directing. Is this something you're going to do again?
Yeah, I do have plans. I can't, it's top secret at the moment, but I may be directing again if Drew Baker decides he signs me off. And yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving being part of Vision, and like you say, being on stage and then getting those chances to learn stage management. I've even done tech for a show once. In a pinch, but developing all these different skills and learning how to direct and stuff, it's a great journey I'm on. I'm enjoying it.
Amazing. Well, you continue enjoying that journey, and Evan and Morgan, you're still, well, Morgan, you've got more shows than I've got under my belt at the moment. You are well and truly on your path, and Evan, it's a pleasure meeting you. Can't wait to see more of you this weekend and beyond, as you all nurture your talent and go forward. I mentioned that we do have a bit of a song on the way. Just a Simple Sponge is what we're going to be playing for us in just a few moments here on Pure West Radio. It's 8:30. We've got celebrations up next. So if you've got a celebration you want us to shout about, you can call or WhatsApp on 01437 764455. You can use the PWR app, and you can email studio@purewestradio.com. Break a leg, you wonderful sponge and star. And we will, can't wait to hear all about it next week when it'll be summer holidays.
Woo!
Yay!
The Breakfast Show with Gina and
Thanks very
Tom.
much.